Sunday, February 21st. Almost March. That's crazy.
I was looking at my calendar thinking that. I'm like, wait a minute, it was just the end of January.
Yeah, like next Sunday is the last recording we'll do in February.
Yeah.
Into March.
I'm looking at my calendar over here. That's why I whipped around. Yeah. I know it. You know what's really crazy too? This last week, I think it was on Thursday morning, I was sitting here. It was really early. I was starting work. And it might have just been right before dawn. I actually heard birds chirping.
Oh, have you not been here? Yeah, we've been hearing birds here again too in the morning.
Same. No, I really noticed it this week.
Spring is coming. The birds are chirping.
Yeah, I realized, wait a minute, what's that sound?
The birds are coming. So we're eager for spring to come here. Our snow is almost all melted. Well, snow is melting. There's not like enough to sled anymore, but it's still big patches of it all around. But
we will have a lot of rain over here, and the mountains will get it too.
Yeah. So probably our snow will be gone. And I don't really feel too sad about that because it's looking like we're supposed to get temps in the 50s and stuff. I mean, I think it is maybe upper 40s, 50s out there. I'm ready for gardening.
Yeah, I'm not, I'm not that excited about spring around here. Spring is just like an extension of just a milder version of winter.
I like to garden. Like I like to start thinking about plowing, like tilling up. And I like to do gardening. So
that doesn't hit me at all until maybe May.
Well, we ordered a special breed of chicks, like a bunch of them. And I think I'll buy a few more. And we're kind of going to replenish our flock because the girls are wanting to sell eggs. Like we thought we could try to do a little egg business here with our little flock. So I'm increasing the size, and we still have a bunch of chickens that aren't really laying. They're old now. And the new ones from the last few years have kind of been killed by neighbor dogs or like other, I don't know, they got sick. And so the ones that we have left are kind of not laying well, even in the summers. Millie says we have 8 chickens. Yeah, so we're feeding.
You only have 8 right now?
No, we have more than that. We have 8 hens and 2 roosters.
Oh, you really are low.
We ordered, I think, 15 chicks, and they're called, do you remember what they're called? Millie's over here on the side. You want to come onto the screen?
My boss is raising chickens to sell.
Chickens or eggs?
She's raising chicks.
To sell eggs or sell chickens?
Yeah, she's got them. They just hatched. I think she just got 17 new ones.
Oh. They're called, I guess she's not coming. They're called the Whiting True Blue and True Green. And they'll lay blue eggs and green eggs, but they're a new breed and they are really, really good layers, supposedly. Like even the best layers, they're even better than what we've kind of seen before.
Very good.
So we're excited to get those chicks come in the mail, but they won't come till May. We ordered them, but the next hatch available was not till May. So I probably will pick up some in town as well.
Where are they coming from?
It's called McMurray Hatchery. It's one of the big hatcheries that online that you can order from, and I don't remember where they're located. Maybe in the Midwest.
How do they keep them alive?
Oh, they stick them. So chicks, when they're hatched first, can go, I think, up to 3 days without eating or drinking because they still have so much. 3 days or 2 days. Anyways, they overnight them basically, I think, and pick them up.
Okay.
I'm not sure how we get ours. Because I don't know that our post office, I forget, I'm going to have to talk to our postmaster because some people can just go to their post office and there they are. And the postmaster just keeps them there, peeping around in the back there. That's what a lot of people, I think, in rural communities do. But I feel like I read somewhere that Washington doesn't allow that, or anyways, I have to look back at my receipt. But when they come and you want to get them water and food right away.
Yeah. Okay.
Are excited for those, but that's not for a while yet. And I keep watching for the stores to have chicks because we want to get a few more. I want to bring our numbers up. I think we ordered 15, but I want to bring up the numbers a little bit more so that it's like 25 because our coop is big enough. Anyway, so I'm starting to think about chicks and gardening, even though there's still snow on the ground, but it's melting.
I'm thinking about rain. That's what our spring is over here. We get a couple of nice days and then,
Put in some daffodils.
Yeah, I have a few that bloom, but squirrels eat them every year. I don't know. I just don't get that. I mean, I usually want to start like doing my pots and stuff like around Mother's Day. That's when I start to get.
Yeah, you do it a little later. And I don't do a lot until around April, May. I can put a few things in the ground before then, but most of my actual work, I just like to plan and think about it. Because I do a whole vegetable garden, a big vegetable garden. So
my big news in gardening will be to go out and trim all my ferns back. Because you have to trim all the growth off of them so they'll
push out again.
I think I do that in March. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm about to sneeze. I'm sorry. I'm sitting in front of my sliding glass door, and at first there was a dog begging to be let in, and now there's a child trying to let a cat in. But, like, it's literally like 2 inches away from my computer, so don't mess with the door. Millie, would you like to come show what you have today?
We have girls that have stuff to show before we show ours. She told me she had big progress.
Yes, I don't even know if I've seen all of it. She's been working on it, hasn't showed me lately. And Rosie's in the background watercoloring. Do you want to get ready to come over and show?
Okay. Are you working on Forest Friends?
Working on Forest Friends, Mia? Yes. Yes, Forest Friends. Oh, Woodland Friends.
Woodland Friends, sorry, yeah.
Tiny Modernist.
Oh my gosh, are you almost done?
Yeah, so I just have to finish the mountains and the cloud.
What did you do this week? The tree on the tree?
So I did the tree and this tree and that, all that.
Wow.
And I started that.
You're going way faster on this square than you did on the last one.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are mountains back there. I didn't even notice those before.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Wow, Millie, that is adorable.
That has a house. Oh no, that has no house, just mountains.
Just the mountains, I think.
So
good job. Good job. I'm really proud of you. Mimi's really proud of you.
Sure. Millie wants to show her watercolor.
We're not dying to go outside and play with friends today, huh?
Okay. Well, friends haven't shown up here. I feel like my girls are often just content to play here. And if friends come, then they're excited to play, but they're often kind of just busy around the house. Okay. Okay, here, come in and talk about it. What's it called? Oh, so you said this guy's name was something.
It says right there.
Oh.
Sir Snow?
Snow.
Wow, I like him. I like your reindeer. Wow, that's really good, Mill. Wow, good job.
Nice. And then for Taekwondo, she has a project of doing something every day, like creating some piece of, well, what's the project?
Work on a project a little bit every day till Wednesday.
Because the character trait you're working on is? Starts with a D. Oh, now I've
diligence.
Determination.
Dedication. So being dedicated to doing like a project a little bit at a time. So what's this?
It's some paintings of my feelings.
Painting of your feelings. It's really good. It's very helpful for Millie to express her feelings through painting and art. And so you can kind of get a sense about how many happy days we've had. Harder days we've had.
Not good days.
We have one called Underwater and one called Soaring.
And I haven't named these ones yet.
I haven't named those yet. So that was, you could pick any project, and I suggested doing a little painting every day.
Good job.
A little bit of emotions processing this week here. Well, hey, Rosie, are you going to come show what you've been working on? What? Is this yours? Well, that's okay. Show your cross stitch. If you finish your name and it dries, then you can bring it over for a cross stitch. Well, that doesn't have a picture on it. Here's a picture.
Oh, you're still working on Little Miss Butterfly? Okay. What kind of a face is that? Okay, let's see your finished. Let's see your project.
We've seen your goofy smile. Now let's see your cross stitch. That's right there.
Oh, you're still working on the body, I see.
No, I finished it.
Oh.
Finish the
Oh,
body. Right.
oh, okay.
And what are you going to do next?
I'm gonna do the wings.
You're going to do the wings? What do you like about this project?
I like it.
What do you like about it? Do you like something about it? Is there a reason you picked this one? Oh, I guess I just can't do it to her. I said, why don't you work on this? You're silly. Okay, thanks for sharing.
Bye, sweetie.
That progress.
Not a lot to say.
She might share a little more. Sometimes she's chatty, sometimes not, I guess.
Going through that goofy, weird smile, goofy
We're in
stage.
like when you Zoom with somebody, she just I think looks at herself still. The other two have kind of moved past that. Remember, we used to Zoom or Skype with you, and
Yes.
the group would just like make silly faces. I'm sure if any of you have kids or grandkids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If they're between the ages of like 2.5 to maybe 9, 8.5, then there's like a little bit.
No eye contact.
Yeah, no. Like grab stuff. Yeah, they would just like grab random stuff out of their room and come show it on camera, even though, yeah.
There were some wild Skypes. I guess back then we were Skyping. We didn't have FaceTime back then.
Right on. It's gotten easier and better, that's for sure.
That is for sure, thankfully.
Previous finish.
I do not have a previous finish, but I do have other things.
You have other.
I have a new finish and an almost FFO.
Oh my gosh, I have another new. I have an old finish and a new finish, but no FFOs. A fully finished object.
I know, I'm sitting here staring at it and I'm so proud of myself.
Well, do you want me to show my old finish and then you can show all rabbits in session? Okay, so I think last week at the end of the video, I talked about my plans and I was going to start a Lizzie Kate project kit that I had of a bunny. And I said I had stitched the female version, the girl version. Oh, yeah. And they're made, the design suggests finishing them into a stand-up, which looks intimidating to me, but if I find a YouTube video, I think I could probably manage it. It's probably not that.
You know what though, sweetie? If you were to do that stand-up, I would unattach the hat in the basket.
And then do
or
it.
you sew it.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing you're just going to cut a piece of fabric about the same shape. They just make them kind of in a rounded.
Yeah.
So right side to right side, that's going to be in the way.
You're right. Yeah. So I might, but that wouldn't be too hard. I just.
No, then you just could reattach it.
Yeah. I thought about just framing it too, because that might be
cute.
Intimidating.
That framed it.
But I should try to do a stand-up.
They're cute. That witch one I have is really, I think, what's her name? Broomhilda?
Yeah, something like that.
It's really cute stand-up.
It has all these cute little trinkets. So I did start the boy, so I'll show the boy when I get to our whips.
Okay.
But I thought I'd show her today since she kind of goes with it. That's all I've got. Oh, I guess it's my current finish. My new finish.
Yeah.
Okay. So I had showed last week. I had finished Things of Summer, right? Was that last week?
Yes.
Okay. I couldn't remember. I thought that was the one I had finished. So this week I finished Things of Winter.
I'm so behind.
All done.
So cute.
But it was worth it because it's so cute. So I'm just gonna finish these on sticky board and pop them in and out of the. I need to go get an 8x10 frame, and I'll just pop them in and out of the frame, and then that's done. So I just have to finish fall and spring still.
Hey, honey, are you bumping your?
Oh, probably. Yeah, probably.
I'm getting a little bit. I'm just getting a little bit of feedback or something like a little bit of a roar, like a wind or something.
Oh. Hey, Millie, will you go turn off the fan downstairs?
Oh, I bet it is your fan.
The fan. Ooh, has it been like that the whole time?
Off and on. Not bad. I just thought it was going to stop, but it hasn't stopped.
We have a system that pumps. We have a wood stove in the basement, and that's how we heat our house. And we have a fan system that pumps it up.
Well, that's better. Now your volume just got better too.
Okay. Well, sorry about that. We won't turn that on. I'm in a different spot. Like I said, I'm in front of my slider door because I feel like it has probably the best light, and I don't know why I haven't tried that before. Probably because it was next to the fan.
Your light is good though today.
The light is good. Yeah, and it shouldn't change too much.
Yeah, my fully finished. Oh well, I just have one little seam to sew. I did a pillow, and I'll just disclaimer. I used Vanna Pfeiffer's Twisted Stitchers pin tuck video yesterday because I finished my ABCs of Love.
Finished it. Oh my god!
Is sew up the bottom.
Aw,
isn't that cute?
That's really cute. Oh, everybody wants to see
fabric. Hobby Lobby for the win, and I put the little. I got the little pom-pommy trim at Hobby Lobby. I think I don't know if I might take some of the stuffing out. I like it a little, it's kind of flattening. But yeah, I was really happy with this. I used my old sewing machine rather than my new one, which is a little bit, actually it's not the sewing machine, it's my eyes.
Oh.
Because my bifocals, it's like, I can't wear my bifocals with a computer. I wear these computer prescription. But these aren't quite strong enough for sewing, for like threading a needle. And so these are very disorienting because they're lined. So yeah. It's not that my old machine is okay for straight seaming. Mm-hmm. And one thing that I did that I've never done before on a pillow was I interfaced it. And it does give it a nice.
What does interface mean? You have a layer.
Iron-on interfacing that you can buy. Have you never used interfacing?
I haven't ever used interfacing. My sewing is really negligible.
Oh, it's like a, I'll show it when I see you again. It's like a thin layer. People put it in like collars to make you fuse. You can either sew it onto your pieces or you can iron it.
Okay.
A little bit of stiffness, a little bit of, and it just gives it a little bit of nice firmness to it. And so I interfaced. So I bought some and I ironed it on the back of this piece and I ironed it on the back of this piece, and it gives it a nice finish. And I definitely will be doing that from now on. It just gives it a firmness.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, I was really excited about this. Cassidy keeps walking by. Oh, that's so cute. That's my daughter-in-law that lives here. So anyway, I did that. I was hoping to get another one finished, but I didn't get a chance to because we watched the movie last night. But this was my March magazine monthly, not March, my magazine monthly February focal piece. And what I'm finding is I need to pick smaller pieces for that. There probably will be some bigger ones, but it was nice to have a small one to work on and actually get a finish. I needed to get a finish. I've got things that are getting close to being finished, but.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. So that's why I plowed through that things of winter, because I really just wanted a finish.
Yeah.
In my brain.
Totally.
Cute.
So this will sit in my tiered tray next Valentine's Day.
Oh, that'll be adorable with all that stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my FFO.
Then you had something else you said. No, just that one. Okay. I don't know why you said you had another almost finished.
I have several pieces that are getting there, but not quite there. Like I could probably finish that Things of Winter this week if I really worked on it.
Yeah, I figured I had like 3 motifs left. 1 second. Yes, if your painting's dry before we stop, you can show it. Okay.
Okay. I think I went first on, is that all you got to show from previous finishes?
Yes, that's all my previous finishes. Just that.
You want to do your whips first?
Sure. I can't remember who went last week first, but I don't mind. Okay. There are several things that I put my hands on, so I'll just show what I got. Since I just showed the girl, I'll show the boy. So this is the boy. Isn't he so cute?
So cute.
So he also comes with a little hat.
Okay. So did you get these kits at that store that was closing for like $1 each?
Yeah, I don't know how much, but it was probably like $1 or something.
There was a store in northern Idaho that was going out of business, and she and we didn't go at the same time.
Yeah, we did. We were together.
We were?
Yeah. Oh.
We were?
I thought we were together.
I just remember Dad being there, but maybe you were there. Maybe we all went up together.
Dad and I and Jesse were all there. We went to lunch.
Oh.
Standpoint or something. I don't know why we did that.
That's what I remember about that trip. I remember Dad looking at the post office thinking, wouldn't it be nice to live here? And that needlework store. And so she was going out of business. She had, I have a couple of those Lizzie Kates. They were expensive little kits at the time.
Look at that.
Did I go to him?
Yes, I didn't even notice that on the
I
pattern.
think we just bought them for like a couple. She just wanted to get rid of her inventory. It was amazing.
Oh, it was cute.
Yeah.
Those are all the little doodads that go with it. I don't remember seeing the bird on the picture. I need to look at it. Where is it?
I wonder if it just got
glued on the hat.
Oh, how cute is that?
I was trying to figure out how you would ever, and here's the little hat. So the ribbon goes around the hat.
Oh.
Glue the bird on the top of the brim, or the top of the crown.
You should look on eBay and see how much those kits are going for.
I know. Well, and I thought some of them were kind of hard to find maybe, but.
Well, for a while that Lizzie, the one I have, the witch one, was, you couldn't find it. And I think I saw that the pattern maybe was re-released or something. I don't know. I'd have to look into that. But I did see it again, and I can't remember her name. It's on orange fabric. It's the cutest little thing. I should maybe do that. Not bad then.
Not available now. This was, I don't know if it's on eBay right now, but when it was, it went for 21. We got it for like a minuscule fraction of that.
I mean, it was, I wished I bought even more when I was in there, because if I'd really realized how amazing that was.
You need to put something behind it. Maybe this will work.
Oh, where'd you get the green fabric?
It came in the kit.
This is what you started.
That's and all the kit. And
I was thinking it was a new project. I didn't think it was him.
Oh yeah, this is still him. So I just realized I hadn't showed. So I did the little pocket. The colors aren't really showing up, I think, because of the background, but the pocket's kind of a green, the front overall pocket, and then these are the stripes, some of the blue stripes, and then it's filled in blue.
So cute.
So cute. Here, you can see it one more time.
Oh
so
yeah.
It's quite a lot of stitching for
Yes,
something that kind of looks like a cutesy little pattern.
They're bigger than they look. I mean, like when you look at that little bunny, she fills up that fabric pretty good.
Yeah. Oops. That's my thread, but I know. Look, it's big.
That's at the halfway mark.
Yeah, I started in the middle because I wanted to make sure if I did do it as a stand-up, I had plenty of fabric on all the sides, and I've never done that before, so I didn't want to mess around.
I think the stand-ups would be really cute.
I should just do it. I'm just get intimidated by finishing. I have a couple other things that I wanted to finish really cute, and in my brain I know what I want to do, but I am scared.
How to do it?
The directions are pretty vague. Yes, but they're not quite good enough for me to really do. I'm not a good enough sewer for me to.
Well, when you come over sometime when they're finished, we can look at it together.
Yeah.
Or when I come over there.
I just get scared too of cutting it. That's scary to me.
Well, could trace your outline on your two fabrics and sew outside of it, so you have and then cut it.
Or I could make a sample non-cross stitch stand up with just waist fabric, just to give me practice, so that when I came to do it, I wouldn't be.
This basically has you making an oval. It probably is wider at the bottom.
I feel like I just am scared.
We'll look at it. Yeah.
I should just I could probably find something on YouTube. I bet somebody watching will have a recommendation of somebody who has a great YouTube stand up. Maybe even Vonna has something. So I should look. Just Google it. I might wait till I have the boy all stitched and just do them together. Then I don't have that space in between. Oh, how did I do that?
There is a designer. Is it Primitive Stitcher? Primitive Hair? There's somebody that does these stand-up animals.
Oh, maybe they have something.
She's got kind of a video tutorial. We have to look into that. They're adorable.
So if you're watching and you know of, or you have done one and want to send us a link to your pictures, or tell me that it's easy and I should just go for it, tell me. I'm just going to pick them up in order. I didn't really follow the hashtags. I did a little bit, but I worked this week on Lily Violet, and I had, last week I had her done, and the basket and the lower level of flowers. And I just had the white, red, and the little blue kerchief done. So this week, I was really determined to finish that little girl on that side, and I did.
Cute. Oh, you're almost done.
I'm almost done. Yeah, I just have those taller flowers to do and the back stitching of the stems. I think go fast. I really want it done so I can finish it into a little pillow for this.
For spring. I was just thinking about that piece. I think I was on 1, 2, 3 Stitch looking at something, and I saw Lily Violet. I was looking for Jardine, whatever. Jardin Privé. And Lily Violet came up, and I thought, oh, I can't wait till spring. This is my one looking forward to spring, is getting out my spring decorations. I've had my winter stuff up and I leave it up until middle of March, and then I'll get my spring stuff out. And that I'm looking forward to getting her out.
Yeah, that is such a cute one. Let's see, my WIPGO goals this month, my WIPGO projects are, this was one of them. I only worked on one of the WIPGO ones because I didn't pull out Gathering Eggs, but I've been working on this Riola's kit stitched with that wool yarn. And last week, you know, I don't put the pictures in, I'm not that high tech, but last week I had mainly this yellow done, right? I think I had a lot of these petals done and then this little bit of green.
Yeah.
This week I did a little bit more of that yellow stitching and then I worked on the center some.
Wow, those colors are gorgeous.
So pretty, I know. Let's see if
I mean, it's so much prettier in real life via Zoom than even the picture on the packaging.
I know, and it is beautiful, but I can just imagine how stunning it will be all stitched. So it's a lot. It's slow going because there's so much stitching. It is really pretty. And you know, I think even those background beige, it's all full cross. I might go half cross on those and just make it go faster on that, on this shade. Don't you think? I could get
in the background. Oh yeah, for the background. That's what a lot of those kits do. Dimensions.
No, I'm kind of surprised that they don't. But
and you said it's a plumper, that wool is plumper anyway, so it probably would be just fine.
Look how much it fills out each square. It really like.
Yeah. I think
it's hard to pull it through. It's not like so full that it's difficult, but it is.
Yeah.
It is.
That's a good idea, actually, doing the half cross.
I think I will. I think just on those background stitches, that will make it go double time for the finishing. I was really trying to get the lower border for my Joyful World done, and I didn't quite get it done, but I got pretty close.
Oh, you're so close.
Yeah. So.
Oh man.
I have just the red flowers that go up.
You're gonna have to help me figure that border out when I get ready.
I will. I'll know. It's not too bad.
Intimidated about it.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Mine might be different though, because I'm not doing. Mine will be smaller because I'm not doing the inner border. So.
That's true. You might have to tweak it some.
Well, the gal that I'm copying did do it somehow. So.
Yeah. So you could probably even look at her pictures. Make sure you save pictures.
Hold that up again. Oh yeah, I've got them saved. Maybe what will have to happen is maybe hold it up a little bit higher. Not having that center section, or starting in the center and working out to the sides, maybe.
Well, you know what you could do is just do this pattern all the way across and not worry about
that. And I was thinking about that too. Just
like you do the blue and the red flowers just across the bottom.
Yeah, that would work too.
This and the sides, I guess.
It adds. I mean,
is different. I don't know if you can tell, but like, see how this is a wider scallop. So the side borders are different than these, which are more like a.
The side ones are different?
Yeah, and they're charted that way. Like I've done it as charted.
Oh yeah.
Can you tell the difference there?
A little bit. Maybe in real life I'd be able to see it.
Yeah.
It's just so pretty. I love the
more like a rolling hill shape, and these are more.
Oh yeah, I can see that now. I love the red in it.
I do too. These are all my own colors too. I think I just.
Oh, it's not the call for color for the border?
Probably. Yeah, I should probably jot down what colors they are. And yes, I didn't, like the red is not, I don't think it's the called for. I used the red, the ruby, I think it's ruby slippers throughout the piece, but I didn't want to use, I don't know if I didn't have any more or what.
A lot, yeah, for a border.
Yeah, it was a lot on the border. So I switched to all DMC for the border. I think it's all DMC.
That's what I would do.
And it's 3777, which I think was a nice match with the ruby.
Beautiful red. The rich red.
Let's see. Is this the ruby slippers? Probably. I want to make sure I'm showing the right thing. Well, I don't know right now, but I think that the 3777 is such a close match to whatever it was I was using in the piece itself. So yeah, I made my own color conversions, I think, to DMC. I'm not even sure I followed her. Let me look. I might have followed them. Let's see. She calls for, okay, no, that is the called for DMC substitution. So that I didn't just hold.
The 3777?
Yeah, so she calls for either ruby slipper, which is what she uses in the piece. And then she calls for, okay, no, yeah, so I like used grape leaf, Gentle Arts grape leaf in the piece, but I switched to her DMC conversion for the greens. At least for one green. What about this one? 2, 3, 4, 7. Oh, the lighter green I used a different DMC. But it's similar to her called for.
Right.
The browns I tweaked with. I didn't use her called for DMC browns on the border. So anyway, if you're interested in replicating those specific colors, excuse me, let me know. I will let you know what they are. Otherwise, I mean, it doesn't really make too much of a difference. Okay, okay, I have 3 more. I worked on my...
Did I just see Heather Miller started this pattern? Heather Miller, I think, messaged me.
So, I think you're right. I think she might be working on that too.
It's such a, I don't know. It's the year for me to love that project.
I know, it is a really good one. I loved stitching it. I would like almost stitch it over again, except not, but I did like it a lot. Heather, if you're watching, or if somebody else watching has stitched this, email us a picture. We could show and tell other people's finished or in progress pictures. So I'm still working on this, and I have continued doing the two threads over hat, like two. How do I describe what I do?
2 over 1.
2 over 1.
2 over 1 half stitch.
2 over 1 half stitch.
1 leg.
Where's my needle again? Okay, so I don't know. Shoot, maybe it's in the bag.
You like it?
No, I do. I like it. Sorry, I was thinking about the needle minder doesn't really, I can't keep my needle on it unless I'm just setting it down. The magnet isn't strong enough to hold it on for either of my needle minders. So I did all of this blue. I had a couple rows done last week. I feel like I have to hold it up really close for anybody to even see anything, but I really wanted to get all the water done this week, but I had other priorities going on. So I do still like that. So thank you to Tina for that recommendation, because that.
Hey, shout out to Tina. I think she was one of the ones that won one of the Bingo or Blackout prizes. So I was very jealous. I worked really hard on getting my blackout and I did not win.
So that's Tina Stitches, and she joined our Zoom call that we had done with everybody who wanted to come last week, and she had suggested trying that because she has some humongous pieces that she does that with, and it fills out the square so well on those smaller counts that you really can't tell that there's no bottom leg. So I'm just doing the top leg with 2 strands. Okay, I have this is the sad story that I was alluding to that I told you I would tell about. So it's not that sad. I pulled out my Snow Queen to work on.
Oh no, you have a sad Snow Queen story.
Not too sad. I just will need to buy some different threads. So I'll show you what I did. I was hoping to get through. I was hoping to get this dark gray done because at the bottom it switches to to Karen Water Lilies, one of the colors. And I got down all that gray, which is the front of her dress before, like in front of the reindeer. And I went to go watch, I pulled up Jan Hicks. I just Googled I think I looked on YouTube for a video, how to use Karen Water Lilies. And it pulled up her video, and it actually was about Karen watercolors. And I was like, oh, that's what I have. Well, what's different about that and water lilies? And yeah, so I'm just going to have to order. It's not that sad. I'm going to have to order the other ones instead. These are gorgeous, and I'm going to have to find something to do with these. It's the same colorway. It's the correct colorway. This is like, what would you call it? One strand of this is like Pearl Cotton 5. So it's too thick, because I kept looking at it thinking, man, how is that? That is so much thicker than 2 strands of DMC. Here's my finger for comparison. I don't know. So I'm going to need to just order. I think I need 4. 2 of each.
Can I order them for you?
No, it's fine. I can do it. Okay. So then I just need to.
Like the difference between there's like different weights of pearl cottons and DMC floss. It is confusing.
Yes. So for general use, there's a little part of me that's kind of tempted to try this. because it does say 1 ply. Well, what count am I doing? 32 count.
What are you doing for your
It's the same as
DMC?
the 16 count fabric, right? Okay, well, here's what it says on the inside. For cross stitch, in general, use 1 ply on your fabric. Number 11 through 20 count fabrics can all be
Used
effectively. When working over 2 threads, 2 plies may be more suitable. I wonder, so these are like, one of these strands is 3 plies. So it's possible that I maybe one of these is about what 2 strands. It's a little thicker.
Still get the color variation if you separate those out though.
Yeah, because each color I think is, yeah, because it's a whole strand, just like Gentle Arts.
Okay.
No, okay, wait, ask your question again or word it differently. Would I get this?
It looks like they're twined together, but they're meant to be separated if you need to.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh. Whereas pearl cotton, you don't separate.
Right, pearl cotton comes already like just this weight.
Yeah, so it's not exactly the same as pearl cotton.
And now I'm in my brain when I did the other time I used this weight, the pearl cotton 5 was with the stockings, and I'm trying to remember if I did 1 ply or 2 ply of that pearl cotton 5, probably 1. But it was really big and it was burlap. And I did whatever the pattern calls for, so I'd have to look back and see. Well, maybe, I mean, I might try just one of these strands, and if it's really thick and really noticeably different than the DMC weight, then I would.
Exactly the same color, it's just the wrong weight.
Yeah, I mean, the color listings, the numbers are the same, and they look the right colors, don't they?
Wait, are both of those wrong?
Yes. Oh. You got me for you got me watercolors instead of water lilies.
So. Sorry, I did not know there was a difference.
No, I didn't either. I never even looked until
Thanks to Jan Hicks for clearing up that.
Well, thank you, Jan, who I'm sure doesn't watch us because she probably has a million better things to do with her time, but I need to order some water lilies.
Jan, who has like 50,000 million followers. Yeah.
So I was glad I pulled that up and was kind of looking because I was just like, what am I supposed to do with these? And the last thing I have to share is fun. This is not sad news. So I was working on my Dreaming Girl SAL. Here's the picture. And I have not printed out or done the second clue, but I'm going to take care of that soon.
I don't have that either.
Okay. Well, yeah. I need to do it.
I think those designs in her hair are fish.
I'm sorry, what?
Those empty spaces in her hair. They look like fish.
Oh, I wonder if they're going to be filled in eventually. Oh, I just assumed, yeah, that makes sense. I was just
a weird shape in their uniform. It's not like it's a swirly.
Yes, okay, let me show it again. You're
probably right.
Little fish? Probably. They probably will be. I have a feeling there's going to be all kinds of curious little motifs around.
She's beautiful.
I bet they are going to be little fish or something.
I need to change my colors again.
Don't you dare. Not allowed.
I think if I ripped it out, my fabric would fall apart.
It would be like, I'm throwing in the towel. This lady's crazy.
I'm going to start over.
Okay, that's everything I worked on. So I need to.
Are you done? Totally done with the first clue?
No, I need to do her like body still.
Some people are waiting to see if I guess. Well, you stuck with her hair color the same though.
I did. What would you wait on?
Some people are waiting to do her clothes, I think, to wait to see, I guess, what else is going on. I don't know.
I know. And I think that it's like a purple. No, wait. Yeah, I think it's like a purpley color.
Is that?
That her body, this like a brownie purple.
Oh, yeah.
I might hold off and see if I want to change the color on her body.
That will not show up on my fabric.
Oh yeah, you might need to do yours like a lighter.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty color, but I might switch the color out on that. I haven't decided yet. Oops. Okay. That's everything. That's all my whips.
Well, I got my little whip sitting over here. I did not do everything the wheel told me to do, but I did stitch.
Oh, that's okay.
I work over here at my desk on this side of me, and there's a little end table between the desk that I'm sitting at now and my desk.
Yeah.
And I set up my cross stitch portable light. So there have been a few times when I've been on hold for a really long time. I have stitched a little bit. And so, but I picked easy, like my projects that are like on Ada, because then I don't have to work so hard. And the one thing I did work on, one of up there, is my dumpster fire Friends Forever. I did the smoke. I finished this border. I did the smoke, and I did, hold on. I did the dress on that little girl's dress.
Cute.
And the colors on this are like, I love them.
Really fun.
So anyway, my goal is to get this done sooner than later so I can gift it, because this was a gift on my Bringo board for my friend Sue, whose birthday was the other day, and I would have been nice if I'd had this done, but don't have it done. So I worked on that a little bit. I did work on this piece, made a comeback. I finished a block on my button up.
Oh, yay!
Filled all of this in and got him done. So I've got 2 more blocks to go, and then I'm going to rip out Winter and put that in white.
You're close.
I'm very close. These go fast if I just would work on them.
Yeah.
The fabric is a little bit difficult. I dyed this fabric, and I don't remember what it was to start with. It's a little thicker, and when I dyed it, the holes really shrunk. So there are times when I have to really, like, sometimes I miss a hole and then I'm off half a stitch. So anyway, I love little Mr. Button Up. I think they're all little boys. I don't know why, but they look like little boys to me.
Adorable. The little one on the sled looks like a girl to me.
Yeah, that one looks like a little girl. I was just thinking that too. Anyway, so I just have 2 more squares. They're really not that big. If you stitch all the main stuff and just do the fill in later, it's super easy. Super easy. So I think I am going to keep this piece out, hopefully, and work on it, because this is one of those ones that I could get done.
Yeah.
That one made, and then I did work on Autumn Squirrel.
Oh no, what?
I love my fabric, but it's just not doing it for me with these colors.
Really?
In fact, I'm going to show you this and you won't even be able to see what I did because it's so light. Really, seriously. You cannot even see. I did his tail, the beginning of his tail. There's more tail in this brown. So I was hoping that it would pop that lighter color out once I do but you can't even hardly, I don't think you guys can even see it.
I can see it, but I have to look kind of hard. What if you back stitched around it when you're done with the...
I thought about that. But there's no other back. I mean, I guess I could back stitch around the bowl and maybe do a few others just so it doesn't play
little spots too.
Anyway, I don't know. I'm not really thrilled about his snout there either.
Because of the color?
But I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna figure it out. But we all know after my Dreaming Girl SAL how great I am at color substitutions. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, practice makes improved.
I know. And yeah. And I was thinking about back stitching a little bit on that one just to make it pop a little bit more. I'm not ripping it out.
No, don't do that.
And it does show up more in real life, like when I look at it, but.
And when it's part of the rest of the tail, it might show up a little better.
The other thing I worked on a little bit, not a whole lot, but I do need to get crack-a-lackin' on it, is my Dreaming Girl SAL. So I did finish. Oh, I got threads hanging everywhere. I did finish. I worked from, I had like this done and I worked this way.
Yeah.
Am I done with that? I am. I need to start working now, going to the other direction towards her head.
It's really cute.
Okay. Oh, I did. Did I tell this? Did I rip it out and start over again before last week? Was last week when I had the brown in it? I did. I took the brown out and did a darker gray.
You did it one more time.
Yeah. And I am sticking with those colors.
Yeah.
The people that I messaged about what they used never got back to me, and I'm not waiting around. So
yeah,
I'm just, and I'm happy with it. I do think the other ones are a little bit prettier, but But this will be fine. And it's not like her whole, there's more to the piece.
Yeah.
And then I worked on my 2 WIPGO projects that I'm determined to get my WIPGO goals done this weekend. And you'll be so proud of me. The first one I did quite a bit of time on, although you can't tell because it's a Nora Corbett, is my Gathering Eggs girl. In case you're new to us. It's this piece. And I did do a little ripping and a little fudging, and I'm off still, but I'm just fudging along because that's the name of the game. I finished her ruffle. I finished all in here. I did this, and I just started her skin up here, which is her neck.
Yeah, I can see. Cute.
Kind of a blob, but it's coming.
Looks good.
Yeah. I did make a working copy, which made all the difference in the world, but there still is so many color changes in this piece.
Yeah, there really are.
I had ripped out last week, right? And so I did go back and fix. I'm off here. Her arm is a little bit too skinny there. I'm off 1 stitch.
Oh, like you just green a little too wide. Don't worry about it. Who cares?
I have to rip all of this out and some of that and some of the. I'm not doing.
Don't do that.
I'm just gonna make it work. A piece this big, I'm bound to make multiple mistakes. I count and count and count, and I'm still off.
You know.
My other piece, I don't think I did work on this, so I think is my Hawk Run Hollow Christmas. I think I had just started the rest of the words last week, but I finished the words.
Oh, good. Oh man.
So I got kind of whoopsie. Hold on. I'm missing a color. I went to the store and I wrote down the wrong color. I wrote down the MPI silk instead of the DMC.
Oh shoot.
I just need it for a couple of the crowns that I need to fill in, and then that I'm just going to pick a color close to it for this square. I might actually have it in my basket of other flosses I pull. Yeah. So then I just have his legs to do, a little bit of ground, and then the outer border. So
oh, wow.
I might actually, I think I have a couple more hours to do on this one, so I might get really close to being done.
Yeah.
That'll be worked on tonight. And then the very last piece is the one that I'm so in love with, and it's the one that I grab when I just want to not think too hard, is my Joyful World. Because my other goal for February magazine is to get each month done, and I'm almost done with February. I did.
Oh, cute.
I think I finished this. I did the rest of the snowflakes. I did the words, and I started the ground last night. And that's all I have left to do.
Almost done.
I'll have 2 months done on time.
What? Incredible.
And I love March so much.
Yeah, you'll like it, March.
I love those flowers. I love that little duck on that little leaf boat.
I know.
Really motivated. So that's what I worked on this week.
I have a couple things that I worked on that aren't cross stitch related I was going to show.
Okie dokie.
So Millie has been asking for me to knit her a sweater, and I keep meaning to, but I've had other baby things to knit for and stuff. So we went to Goodwill this week, and we were looking at sweaters, and she pulled this one off the adult. It was adults. I was looking for clothes for me at that point, but this was like an adult small, which is not my size. And she was like, "Oh, this is so pretty, Mom. I want you to find a color like this to knit me." And I have deconstructed sweaters and taken apart the yarn and knit before, and there's a certain way to do it. Only certain sweaters. You can look at the seams and know whether it's a sweater you can do that with.
You can, I can.
So here's well, you could, but it's tedious. I mean, it's not like when you buy yarn, you just get to cast right on, but.
This color?
Yeah, she loves this gold color right now.
Okay.
So this is a sweater. I think it's a Maurice's sweater. And I was kind of like, oh, I kind of hate to take it apart. That's a nice brand, but it wouldn't fit any of us anyways. She really wants a hood. And so I thought about just attaching this and leaving it as is. But it's really big because it's an adult size sweater and it's kind of an oversized hood as it is. So I might be able to take it apart anyways and then just, stitch it in lower and then trim off one. I don't know yet. But so I started this week tearing it apart. I guess I can show really quick how you know whether it's a sweater you can deconstruct. So I took apart a side.
We just not find yarn that nitpicks that color.
I could, but it's fun.
That is not fun.
It's not your thing, but it's my thing. I like taking old stuff and making it into new stuff. So in case anybody's watching and wondering, this is how you know whether you can take a sweater apart. I don't have a contrasting one, so you'd have to look at pictures online. Let me see, what am I wearing? Well, so if you look at the seam of a sweater, here, let me see your sweater. Lydia's got a sweater on, let me see. She's got an example. Yeah, bring that here. Okay, if you look at a seam of a sweater inside, just like the side seam, and it has two rows, just a second, I'll show in a second, of knitting that are clearly seamed together. So if you can pull them apart and look, and you can see that there's a seam down in the middle, then that means that each part of the sweater was knit whole in one whole piece and then stitched together, compared to a sweater like what Liddy has on, where you can see that see how they're like serged?
You can't open it up. Yeah.
Open it up.
Press it open.
Each one was just, each row was one thread. If you cut that apart and tried to unravel it, it would be one thread for each row of knitting. So it's, yeah, that wouldn't work. You'd have to really want that yarn in tiny little bits and pieces.
And I can guarantee you right now, I would never want that yarn.
You wouldn't want that yarn. But this one is not bad. The yarn is super soft. It's cotton acrylic polyester, so it's not like a nice yarn, but so anyways, that's been kind of a fun project I started. Huh?
How much do you have ripped apart? Any of it?
Oh, I just have the side seam taken apart up to the arm.
Oh, you haven't unraveled anything yet?
I haven't unraveled anything. I usually take it apart into pieces and then unravel it into one big ball or a couple small.
It's cool. I'm joking with you, but it is a cool thing to do. And I know a lot of people out there do it. It would be a disaster.
Well, as the girls are getting older, yarn is a little bit more expensive for sweater projects for them. Sort of
find you sweaters, yeah.
Along the veins of reviving old clothes too. So the girls had a couple favorite pairs of jeans and they wanted me to salvage them somehow. And I was like, well, I don't know. I've never patched really much. I'm not a sewer, but I do hand sew. So I found this is it's a visible mending. I think it's called sashiko or sashiko. I don't know how you say it. Style.
They're big right now.
It is pretty big. If you just Google visible mending, you'll find stuff. So I just took the hole and I snipped around it, and then I'm sewing horizontally. I mean, it's not perfect, but I don't think it should be perfect. It's visible mending, so it's okay if it looks. And then I'm going to go in vertical lines up and down too to really reinforce
that little insert in by hand, and then you started embroidering over it.
Yeah, I just cut it to fit, and then I pinned it on, and then I did this row of running stitch around it to kind of hold it in place before, and then I could take out all the pins and start doing the embroidery. I did all
your raw edge is tucked inside the jean hole, right?
And I'll probably trim it down so that it's not going to be loose and irritating. Like here, I can show the inside.
Cool. Hey, you know what? Oh, I see. Oh, yeah.
So I'll just trim the corners down so that it hits, so that it's not going to irritate her or flap, or hopefully we'll just feel soft inside. No, these are Liddy's. This one's Liddy's. So Millie has another pair of nice jeans that I thought, well, I mean, I might as well just do it an evening of just.
Right. It was in good shape otherwise.
Yeah, they'd last forever if I can get it. The other knee is starting to get worn through. So, but if I didn't have another pair of jeans of Millie's to do right away, I might just cut a hole and do another matching one, but I might wait till that wears through and then do another one.
Just patch over it without cutting a hole?
I probably could.
Just tuck your edges under.
Yeah, I'll just do an on top patch on that one.
The funny thing was, Sarah showed me this last night. We were talking, and I had just earlier in the day been on Instagram, and there's a knitter that I look at once in a while, and she had just shown a pair of knitted slippers that she had knit herself, that she's basically living in during COVID, and she had done visible mending on the bottom of it, and yeah, why not?
Like, well, I mean, I could do that, or I could go buy a bunch of pairs of new jeans, which is fine, but these jeans are fine otherwise. And I've done it before where I'll cut them off and then hem the bottom into shorts, and that's fine, but it's a little more, I like to do stuff by hand. So there you go. I did that while watching. What did we watch last night? I don't know. I don't remember.
I love it.
What? Okay, hang on one second. Okay, show your coloring, but next time you have to have stitching to show. Yes, have a snack. This is Liddy's coloring, and it is beautiful, but it's not stitching.
It's not stitching.
And if I knew you were gonna do that, I would have made you comb your hair. Oops.
It's okay.
Wait, what? We don't need to show the whole book.
I know. I just don't think. There's this. It's like a garden shed.
This is that book you gave her, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Gorgeous, Liddy. Look like little paint. Oh, look at that. Looks like a painting. I love the purple flower. There's a purple one. I can't point to it. You can't see what I'm pointing to. On the other page, down below, down to the middle, right. You almost had your finger on it. Up, right there. That purple one.
Whoa.
Yeah, pretty.
Good
job.
My favorite one is probably this one way down here.
Yeah, that's pretty. They look like paintings. Nice job.
It is beautiful.
And then I've got one unfinished thing.
Those color books are so nice that when they are good colors, that when you're done, it's almost like a work of art.
I know. So this is the one. World of Flowers. Johanna Basford. Mm-hmm. It is beautiful. Yeah. Yes, you can have a snack. We're good. Let's see.
Okay.
What do we do next?
Do you have haul? I have a little bit of haul.
Oh, my what's it called hasn't come. My Q-Snap. I was hoping it would be here by now. In fact,
Yeah.
I also didn't see it come out of my bank account, but I got an email confirmation that I ordered it and that they got. Oh, it just shipped. Actually, I just pulled up my email.
That quarter shop?
Yeah, so I think they're a little slow.
They're a little slow. But you know what? I still haven't gotten my patterns from the Silver Needle either.
Really?
I'm going to call them tomorrow and just say, hey, can you ship me the one that is in stock? I'll pay shipping on separate. I don't mind paying the extra shipping.
Yeah.
I just want to get it. I think it's the one I really wanted anyway, was the jack-o'-lantern on the crow that was flying. And then I did buy a couple of PDFs, but I didn't print them out yet. So I'll show that next week. Okay. I did do a little shop. I didn't do a big shop, but Petals and Pins, also known as Quilting with Nico. I just needed a new, I don't have a ton of project bags, but I saw this on her Etsy shop and it's the birds. And I just love the colors in this. Oh, and I love hers because they're just flat, but they've got one little handle. They're just so cute.
That's Christina. Is that Christina?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Christina. It's beautiful. Oh. I love it. And I put in it one of my plans. I don't know if I talked about it. It's not really, I mean, I could talk about it next week, but since I have this right here. So magazine monthly challenge for March is Stitch Something Blue, because it's Carolyn Zook's. She's one of the leaders. It's her birthday and it's her birthday month and her favorite color is blue. So I, of course, found this in a punch needle primitive stitcher, I think from 2020 spring. It's a Barbara Anna piece.
Oh.
And I love it.
That's cute.
And I had already purchased, it's really stiff. I might wash it before I stitch with it. It's a Zweigart blue. And then there's obviously blue in the pattern.
That's pretty.
It's a 32 count, which I cannot believe. It's really a 32 count, man. That looks tiny without my bifocals on. So that's, so I did buy, that did come, I think I had it last week, but didn't show it. So I have that in my lovely little bag. And then I also went to my needlework store yesterday to get a couple of flosses, and I also did buy a little treat to give away to some lucky viewer. Aww. But I had decided, you know, because I'm trying to get excited about spring. You know, and I'm not in the majority, that's clear. I mean, most people just thrive for spring, and I thrive for fall and winter. And I've decided it's because there are some of us that are just burrowers. We like to burrow in our homes, and when spring happens, I always have this, I feel this pressure that I need to get outside and enjoy it. And I really don't really like being outside that much. And I really don't like yard work. Huh?
I think that's part of living in Seattle, because like there's just a window where
it's pretty out, and so people feel like you have to take advantage of it right now, or
run out there because you know you might have 2 days, and then anyway. So Sarah had stitched this piece and she passed it to me, and so it's only got like 5 DMC colors in it. I was surprised.
Really just very few colors, which is
so it's Jardine Privé patchwork été.
Yeah, I think that means summer. I think été means summer.
Anyway, so I had the flosses. I think I needed like the green, but she had gotten her shipment in of Picture This Plus that she'd been waiting for forever. And I don't think I've ever Thread Needle Street. I don't think I've ever actually. This is Bramble, and I've seen people talk about Bramble, and it is a lovely color. It's kind of a greenish gray, and it's got such beautiful modeling.
Beautiful.
You know who I wonder if Jen from Spunky Jen, I think she's used, somebody's talked about Bramble. So I'm going to do this piece on that. These are the colors. So I think it'll be really.
Yeah, that'll be pretty.
Yeah, I treated myself to that fabric. I mean, I could have dyed. I didn't really want to dye a piece. Anyway.
Like a tiny fraction of that piece of fabric too. You can.
I know it calls for a really big piece, but I think they give, when I looked at the pattern online.
Yeah.
Really, did you do it on a 32 count? I think you did.
I think I did it on a 32 count, and it's only like.
Yeah. So I'm going to start in the upper corner. So I bought that, and I do kind of want to start this. I haven't, so that would be 2 new starts next month. I would start my Barbara Anna and this piece. And then the other haul I got was just a very sweet surprise. So I have a dear friend, Nancy, who has watched us, I think, or has seen that we do a video. I don't know if she watches us. And she messaged me. She lives up the road from me, but I haven't seen her in over a year. And she messaged me on Facebook and said, "Hey, I'm cleaning out. Are you interested in any of this?" And I said, "Yeah." And so she dropped in by today, actually, before we recorded. Oh. And one of the things was this lavender and lace.
Oh, man. Oh.
After she brought it, I realized, I think I have this one. So Sarah did. I'm going to pass this to Sarah. So if you're watching, Nancy.
And in 10 years, I'll finish it and pass it on to somebody who's watching.
But
What's it called?
I don't know what she's called. The First Angel of Light.
Wow, she's gorgeous.
That
would be really beautiful up in my house at Christmas time.
Yeah, I was going to try to get the picture out so there wasn't the glare in case people are wondering. It's been around forever, and I'm pretty sure I have it.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Isn't it?
That would take me so long to do, but maybe I just work diligently on it.
Yeah. So anyway, she gave me that, and then she had this beautiful pink 17 by 15 inch 18 count Davos Dusty Rose.
Ooh, pretty.
Ooh. And I went 18 count, but the one I'm so excited about, and I'd seen this picture. We've talked about this piece, and I think I forgot it was a Mirabilia. It is Ring Around the Rose Tree.
Oh yes, that one is so cute. Hold it closer. I want to see it up closer. Oh, so
4 little girls. I wish it had 5, since I'm going to have 5 granddaughters, but we'll just pretend like there's 5.
Yeah.
And I actually think I will stitch this sooner than later, because
that is so pretty.
I adore this. And somebody I follow is stitching this piece. I can't remember who.
That's beautiful.
Is it going to focus? Their little.
Not wanting to really focus in on it, but
their faces are. It's just so beautiful. I love the pastel-y colors. That there.
There you go.
That pink dress, the little blue. Oh my gosh, you guys! I just can't even.
That's gorgeous.
So that was really. So thank you so much for thinking of us, Nancy.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think that's all. I bought the fabric for my little pillow yesterday when I went to
the little fabrics
lobby and the little trim, but that's it. I do, like I said, I did have a couple of. It's a new to me Etsy shop. She's Eastern European. I think it's called. Can't remember. I'll share it next week. I'll print them off. They're just cute little PDFs.
Yeah, I didn't go to any stores except the grocery store. Let's see. Oh, we went to Goodwill and bought some clothes because we were all like, it's been a year since I feel like we did some good clothes shopping. Oh, well, I had done some for the girls, but I hadn't really bought anything for like, I think since a year. I don't think I went clothes shopping at all this year. I didn't order anything much online for myself. I'm down to one pair of jeans. I really need to go take care of that sometime soon. But
I only have one pair of jeans too.
um,
I don't want to buy a new pair until I lose some weight. So
yeah,
I've got a pair of jeans for a really long time.
I'm with you. So I'm part of the reason I'm eager for the snow to go is so I can start running again. So last week we did ballet twice because we had 1 week where we didn't get to do ballet because she had to close for COVID. There had been a COVID exposure. Not we weren't exposed at all, but she had been because of a little tiny class that she had. Somebody, one of the 3 kids that was allowed to come, had been exposed. Anyways, so we had 2 this week, which was fun, and I'm really enjoying ballet. It's kind of nerdy, but I also have really noticed that my ankles and feet are stronger, even just doing ballet once a week. And then sometimes I practice at home a little with the girls, but we need to get a ballet room or studio or a mat or something with a movable bar because I think that they would practice more.
I mean, it's a total sport. I mean, come on.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm doing a class that's geared towards children, so it's hard work. Like I am sweating at the end and my legs are shaky and my feet are so tired, and it's a really good workout. And she'll often kind of go, she doesn't have somebody who comes right after us, so she often will go like almost an hour and a half, which is a long time to be.
Loves my granddaughters.
Of course she loves your granddaughters. How could they not? Except they bicker half of the class right now, but that's really fun.
Duct tape them.
No, they're really not that bad. I mean, I'm sure in comparison to how other classes go, it's really nothing too different. It's just sisters.
Yeah, we really haven't been doing a whole lot either. I mean, I did do my little, when I go to Threadneedle Street and like it's me, her, and maybe one other person once in a while in that store. Yeah. I did Hobby Lobby and I saw the occupancy for Hobby Lobby. It's a huge amount of people that are, I mean, it's such a big store that
there's no way they're probably hitting their occupancy. I think I texted you last night, but we went out to dinner as a family because our county finally opened up to phase 2. So restaurants can have 25% capacity of dine-in. And we decided we want to kind of focus on going to small local restaurants to kind of give them
and you can have 5 from a family, right? If you'd had 6 people, you couldn't.
I don't know. I don't know if they would have. I don't know if they would have. There was only 5 of us. So I'm trying to think. There was no other groups that were larger than 5. There was several. It was busy, but definitely still less. Like it seemed like a normal night in terms of how much business they had, but that's because it's not it's a small restaurant. They're not like packed out.
Spaced out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every other table. And then the tables in the middle were spaced diagonally. And it was a little Korean restaurant that we love. And we had only done takeout from there once this whole time because it's kind of pricey to take us all to sort of that kind of restaurant. It's still kind of pricey.
I'm jealous.
It was nice. You're jealous of eating out? You can eat out.
We just haven't yet. And this weekend, I watched our Penny baby on Friday because mommy and daddy really wanted to get out on a date, which I get it. They're new parents and they haven't had that luxury because of COVID. So I saw that they had a picture on Instagram and they had gone to dinner at a really fancy dim sum place in Bellevue. Mm-hmm. But they said that it was 25% capacity, but they're big booths that are spaced out. And then they also have plexiglass around.
Oh, yeah, we didn't have that.
Which is what I think Spaghetti Factory did some of that when we went. So they felt totally fine. And then there's another really fancy restaurant. The Bellevue is kind of the upscale suburb of Seattle, if you don't know. They'd gone to a place called Ascension. It's like on the 37th floor of a big building in Bellevue for their anniversary a couple of years ago, and super fancy. And they didn't realize it was so fancy. Like she said, way too fancy for us to eat dinner there. Like when they came to get their order, they said, what kind of water do you want? Sparkling or flat? Tap. But anyway, they have a really beautiful rooftop bar. So I don't know if you saw their picture, one of them on their Instagram stories, they were like, who are we? We're at like a bar, and it was very sparse. So, and then Sarah that same night said, we went out to eat tonight. And then my Sam, the one who's engaged, they went to Duke's Chowder House last.
Fun. Well,
so
you could probably feel comfortable.
Good. I don't know. Tonight we're getting together with our one couple friend that we get together with. We didn't get together with them from November until last couple weeks ago, just because of COVID and the holidays and all that. And she's a hospice nurse.
Yeah, but now they're going way down. So that's really.
She's tested every week for work because she's a hospice intake coordinator, and her husband works from home. So we are going to go tonight. We just pick up our dinner and go to their house. We could all go out and then go back to their house for coffee. And we probably will. I bet it would have to be a fairly big restaurant, I think. Although I'm fully vaccinated now.
Yeah, I feel like you can probably start feeling a little less stressed. And
last week I had not been vaccinated. I got my vaccine on Monday, and I was I wasn't super nervous, but I was a little bit nervous, and my reaction was super easy. I told Sarah, I said the night of and the next day, there were just times where you have that feeling where you're coming down with something, but it never really came down with it. I did have some fatigue. I did have that, it's like a sick headache. It's not a migraine. It's not pounding. It's just kind of a dull headache behind your eyes. I had that, but I worked from home. I think I slept until 10, let myself sleep, and then worked the rest of the day, and it was fine. I ran a very, very low grade fever, like 99.3 or 5.
Yeah.
No, my back hurt. My back ached pretty bad, and my legs were really aching. And those are sensitive areas for me anyway. So I don't know if that's just kind of where it targeted and just kind of made it worse. My girlfriend got hers the same day. She had a little bit more of a reaction, but again, the next day you're like, oh, okay. I woke up the next morning and I was fine. A little bit of fatigue. So not anything to be afraid of. Well, you could have a worse reaction, but again, it's crazy how just the next day you're.
Yeah. Well, because it's like, you're not actually sick. Your body just is learning how to fight it as if you were sick.
Just keep telling yourself, I'm not sick. This is not going to last. And Tylenol worked fine. Tylenol kept the symptoms at bay. So,
well,
I'm just hoping and praying, that more and more people can get it, and yeah, that we can get back to some sense of normalcy. My husband said, the crazy thing is that we have not been sick with anything in over a year. Not even a cold. We've had nothing.
Yeah, we've hardly been sick, of course, because we haven't been exposed to anything.
Which makes me a little nervous for when we do start going out again. But my husband said, Kim, there's nothing wrong if we really want to keep wearing a mask when we go out to big places.
Yeah.
Although I don't really like it. And I guess I would like to have the freedom to take it off so that I can see with my glasses. I constantly have my glasses on my head. And that's frustrating to me. Oh, look at that. It looks like my picture, my little girls that are doing Ring Around the Rosie, like they would have little ribbons. Beautiful. Chocolate face.
What does it say?
Pink color.
I don't think that's chocolate. What are you eating? Seaweed? Oh, we've been getting those seaweed snacks. The girls love them. I like them too. So they have nori all over their teeth. That's cute. What's it called? I missed it. What did you say?
Changing colors.
Oh, changing colors. Beautiful.
Nice job. So anyway, that's the COVID update from Western Washington anyway. Some people did not get their shots this week. My husband was one of them because we have none because of the weather. I have to supply coming. So next week.
We should talk about our giveaway. So last week we were giving away, what's his name? Easter Peep? Easter Peep.
Oh, cute.
What?
So cute.
We had you leave comment with the word peep in it, and the winner of Easter Peep is Susan Dubé. So congratulations, Susan.
Absolutely.
Email us your mailing address, and I will get that sent out to you. I haven't heard back from, I haven't heard back from Fran about Old Colonial, so the winner of that one. So Fran, if you're watching, let us know I'll hang on to it for a little bit longer, and then if I don't have it, we'll just re-enter it into like a giveaway in a couple of weeks.
Still.
The winner, yay, Susan! Congratulations. And then this week we are giving away. Did you tell me we were giving away?
I bought one to give away. I kind of wanted to keep it.
Remember, I don't know if you showed me what it was.
I haven't shown you. It's by the Blue Flower, and she is one of those. She just has beautiful patterns. I'm going to take it out of the packaging.
I always feel like her patterns are quaint. I would call her quaint.
Yeah. I had one in my hand called, what was it called? Woman holding the moon, bringing down the moon. Oh, the colors in it were beautiful. It was fall. It was autumn. I got us a springy one called Summer Acorns.
Oh, that's cute.
And she uses either Weeks or Gentle Arts or Classic Colorworks, but she does give a DMC conversion. And I'm sorry if my camera is just not find that sweet spot. It's basically just like there's little squirrels next to there's little tiny squirrels up there. It's pretty little pin keep kind of thing. So yeah, I just thought it was, you know, like we're all like you guys are all waiting for spring. So I thought it'd be nice to get a spring one and a small one.
Yeah, so that's cute. Maybe we can use the word season. Tell us your favorite season, but use the word season in the comment.
Yeah.
Tell us why it's your favorite season. I would like to finish mending these jeans for at least Liddy. I would really like to fully finish that bottom border of, like, not fully, but finally finish the whole bottom border of my Joyful World.
Mm-hmm.
And I would. My goal is to finish my WIPGO goal on my sunflower piece this week, of course, because I guess this is the last week. And I have an hour and 45 minutes left, so it shouldn't be hard at all to hit that. Other than that, I don't know if I have any specific goals. Just really want to hit that WIPGO goal.
Just about ready here.
I'm trying to think what else I want to do. I don't know. Probably should work on that.
Oh, this is a wait till I tell you about this to work on. Okay, you ready for this?
Ready.
So, huh?
I said ready.
So the day for Sunday, which is what I have my summer spring together on the same wheel. So the pin cushion I started in January on the green fabric. It's not that hard to do. And then Monday, tomorrow, is my Barbara Richards Virgil Richards Christmas sleigh, which I worked on a couple weeks ago. Tuesday is I Give You My Heart, which is the redhead girl, Barbara Anna, with the wild red hair. And that is also the same one for Thursday. I picked it twice.
Oh, fun.
And then Friday is Squirreling Around by Luminous Fiber Arts. I started it in January, the squirrels. And
not the blue flower squirrels you just showed earlier today. It's the other one.
It's got the word acorns down the middle. It's like a tall, skinny piece, and it's got a border with little squirrels in it. So that's that. Give me my heart. Oh, and then Wednesday for Winter Wednesday, or whatever we call it, Winter Cardinals came up.
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah. Oh, and Saturday, Things of Summer from Alicia Paulson.
Ooh, good.
It's a good week. I'm excited about this week. And then I'll still work on my, what's he doing? Is he mocking?
Did you make a face or something? Would you like to come give a message to all our viewers?
No, it's okay.
He doesn't even like it when I'm like zooming in this, like FaceTiming with you or something in the same room. He gets all like, oh, I might be on camera and I don't even know. I feel awkward about that. I'm like, but it's my mom. So he's not like gonna whip your pants off or something. I think we're okay. And you don't typically do that in the living room anyway, so.
Just don't do it and you should be fine.
I kicked him out of here because he wanted to watch TV and I was like, no, I'm doing Flosstube and I have to do it in here. I'm gonna work on, there was something else I thought about that I wanted to work on. Oh, I would really like to finish the water on my Hawk Run Hollow. I want to finish that. I would love to finish that whole block this month. And really, if I worked hard enough, I think I could. Because I just have the water and the letters, I think, are the only thing left. I even have the border done. I should really push and make that a goal this week, because then I could have that finished, which would feel really good. Maybe I'll do that.
And I will still continue to work on my Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow, because that's my WIPGO. I'm going to get that goal done, and gathering eggs. And probably my dreaming girl needs to get a little bit of work, although I don't feel a lot of pressure for her. She'll get done when she gets done. And my Joyful World, my favorite project right now.
Yeah.
So what I do is I usually work on, the piece that I draw for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And
I might actually, I'm still struggling with making sure I take a lunch break, like a true lunch break away from my desk. And I just need to do that. And so I could maybe pull out some of these wheel spinners on my lunch break, get a half hour, 45 minutes in. I don't take my 10-minute break. So I usually add those onto my lunch break and just kind of work through the morning. And then focus on my WIPGO or Joyful World in the evenings a little bit. I mean, I got several hours, so I do switch the project up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So seasons, use the word season or seasons?
Season.
No, season.
My favorite season. Single. Season.
I think we've used that before, but do it again.
What? Season?
I think we've used that word a long time ago.
Oh, I don't even remember. Sorry if that's probably boring then, but tell us your favorite.
We're at the verge of a new season starting, so it's kind of fun.
True. So that's everything I can think of from me. Hopefully next week I'll have my Q-snap so I can get my Snow Queen. I need to make an order on a bunch of floss.
Did we start floss tubing in April or May? Do you remember?
Well, I can tell you right now.
I was thinking our 1-year anniversary is coming up pretty soon.
I know. We started floss tubing. Our first one was, hang on, I'll tell you. Well, it just says 8 months ago, but it doesn't tell me the date.
It's before we came over to see you the first time because we did it remotely. So it must be April.
May 23rd is when we uploaded our first video. So we have a little bit of time before our year anniversary.
I was April, but times it's going by so fast.
I know. I was going to see.
Supposed to last.
We have 519 subscribers. That's obviously not something I've been tracking along. Well, that's cool. It took us a while to hit the 500 mark.
Thank you to all of you, by the way. We appreciate you.
And I've been thinking about Texas. I don't know if anybody who's watching is in Texas, but I've been following along with what's going on and looks bad. So our thoughts and our prayers are with you.
And not resolving quickly. Doesn't sound like there's ongoing issues. So
yeah.
I saw somebody put a picture up, somebody that I know, of the store. She finally got to go to the store, and it was like worse than pandemic shopping. There was literally nothing on the shelf. I mean, I think some areas probably had that for pandemic, but my stores were never quite that empty, but there was like nothing on the shelves. So at first I couldn't figure out why they were like, we're sending food to Texas. I'm like, why? They probably just need money to fix their system, but they actually need food.
Yeah. Crazy.
So, yeah, we hope that you're all, and Carolyn Zook from Zook Stitch, did you see that? She was out of power till yesterday.
I know. Yeah.
From like Saturday.
She said it was like 8 days without power.
So, I think she watches us. So I mean, I know she watches us. So I'm happy for you, Carolyn. But
I was about to message her and be like, "Are you all right? I haven't heard anything from you for a while."
She talked about, and we've had ice storms before where the trees are just totally encased in ice, and then they get a breeze. And she spent a day or two just listening to tree branches fall. And I messaged her and said, I know how frightening that is. First of all, it's loud and it sounds like gunshots. It just literally does. And then you're like, is this the one that's going to fall on my house? If you live in an area where there's trees around your house. So it was a little harrowing for her, I think, the first couple of days. And then it's just a matter of getting here. Yeah. So it's been a wild month.
Wild year, baby.
Oh, yeah. That's true. It's been a wild year.
The apocalypse. Which horseman is this way now? Anyway, well, thanks for watching. We really appreciate all of you.
Be well, be safe, happy stitching.
We'll see you next week, hopefully.